Welcome. It is August 4th, 2026, and here we are. We're going to do some road to the college football playoff. I know you probably don't believe me. Damn, they only got like 5,000 online. I remember CFB 25 was like there was 20,000 online, even in even like as late as May. And there was like 100 or 300,000 in the peak of the game. Yeah, CFB 25 was just different. But yeah, I know you probably don't believe me, but I'm actually excited to play some online games. I've been getting a craving to play, doing more gameplay stuff lately. I played the computer a bunch like a few days ago. Just weird. I haven't played like 6 computer games in a day since like 25. I think I did it once last year, maybe. But yeah, we got to warm up. We got a important game in our league. So here we are. Here we are. Hopefully, damn, can you find me a game? It's ridiculous. This is August, and this game's been on sale like once or twice already. Pretty sure it's cross-platform. Oh yeah, this is scary, bro. We're in August. This should be May. What this is looking like. Damn, I might have to play Ultimate Team this year if I want to warm up. That's kind of crazy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Running inside, it's Lacey. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Looking to fire. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route. By the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Trying to escape and get it himself. This defense had its work cut out for them. When a guy can get out of the pocket like that, it'll be 4th and inches.
And I know he tucked that thing and he got some good yards, but as a defense, that's exactly why you're so thankful to be in 3rd.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Looking for a push, and that ball is live in the backfield. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And I love these offensive coaches going right back to your guy. I believe in you. Just because you fumbled doesn't mean I'm not going to give you the football.
Yeah, he's repaying the favor right now to this coaching staff as well. And doesn't it just seem like he's running with a little bit more juice? He looks like he's ticked off.
Had it in his hands and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play and interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for an open area to his left. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that 1st down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
With the catch, it's Lacey. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going, get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This quarterback has to know he's got to get rid of the football quickly. This defense has already shown on film that they'll rush this outside linebacker off the edge and make the count 5 on their pass rush, but with his speed and his flexibility, he's too much for a lot of these offensive linemen to handle.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get 1st downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
The defense there to make the stop. He barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Got it back on 2nd and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
The defense trying to make a stand on 3rd and goal. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Here we go on 4th and goal, ground to cover. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! Gets it into the end zone. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution, running and throwing the football? Wow.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to... Oh, he's got some space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking it, understanding it was coming, and then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense, and if you don't have good gap integrity with the blitz, then the offense can pop one, and that's exactly what happened on that run. Everybody up front not getting flustered, just staying in their tracks, getting their blocks, giving their running back a lane. He uses that speed, and that's just not a touchdown, man. That is a long highlight reel TD.
Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall. Pick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to on his man on the right. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Dante Moore. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Job number 1 for a defense is to create negative plays, to create turnovers. How about this? Opening drive of the football game, getting the big turnover, setting your offense up in great position, and building some mojo. This defense, that is a picture-perfect start.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. Running the red zone, it's Jackson. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Here's Moore to throw. Firing to the right, complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
The Ducks signal for their 1st timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Rushes on him. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Moore to throw for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my 1st half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
On the run, it's Jackson. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown!
At Tennessee. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. He's past the 30. There he goes. The 30. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll operate out of split backs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And man, you see it so many times, man. These crossing routes, like it doesn't matter if it's zone or if it's man. Like zone, you find the hole. Man, you run away from guys. And if you put the ball on the money, just like the QB did right there, that's what happens. The yards after the catch, man. You can keep going. Guys are so spread out, and you can make big plays on this offense.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man across the middle. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was...
There's some room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Now on the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Ball is loose. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Volunteers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the ground, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires quickly. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun on 3rd down, Sayin. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Going to the ground. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
He'll run it again. Might have a chance. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. From the red zone, it's Jackson. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What a start for this guy, right? 2 drives, and that's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. And listen, this area of the field, David, in the red zone, you got to be able to run it. It's really hard to throw. The windows aren't very big, but this dude right now is feeling it.
And as a defense now, I understand the mission. Palmer, it's pretty simple. They're going to run the football. So I've got to meet that physical challenge, man. I got to stop the run, or else this is going to be a long day for this defense.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoke the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got room on the return. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Davis. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. This time he wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Maybe a crease. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Got enough for the 1st.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Inside the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run.
Turning it on. Oh, what a move. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. This offense has it with really good field position. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run it in the red zone. It's West. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Zayn. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. Past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tennessee! Took it all the way back to the house.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that two-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't let up in a game like this.
And I think this possession is really, really important. And I say that because they had a lot of success, but they're still losing because the defense can't stop anyone. They need to set the tone here in the second half.
And it's exactly that, David. You got to create momentum here early in the second half. You only do that by going out, marching the ball down the field, and scoring right away, trying to put pressure on the opposing offense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground, but you can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking for space, it's West. Makes one man miss. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And they'll try to tack on two. Here's Sayin to throw. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead.
Ohio State 36, Tennessee 21.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got his man downfield. Breaks free, and he might be gone. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Looking for a crease, it's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And nice job by this defense, really being physical at the point of the attack. There's not a lot of holes, man. They run the ball on back-to-back plays, aggressive linebackers playing downhill. Nice job by the D-line, owning the line of scrimmage. And now they got them in a situation where this is where they want it. 3rd and long, guaranteed passing situation.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Here's a little room there. At the 20. Touchdown, Buckeye! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Ives. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. Takes the handoff. It's Nelson. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Zings it complete to the right. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's a fumble. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it. Fires to the right. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Saying to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the run, it's Jackson. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with 3rd down and 5. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They feed him again. Sweet cut there. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Finding some room. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Huskers. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give to the single back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll go right back to the run. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Say it.
And these third...
Lofts one deep down the right side. Picked off to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Looking downfield, it's Calandria. Got a man, it's Barney. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And they got him. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Barney. Breaks the tackle, and he might have room. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. The penalty wipes out the big play and the touchdown. It is just a punch in the gut for any offense. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Calandria. Floating away. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. His job chasing by the defense.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Jackson. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be...
Maybe some room here. Powers through. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Calandria. That's caught, it's eyes. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here comes this home crowd as the defense defense tries to get off the field on third down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback.